Well, it was, I think in my mind, a great opportunity for us to come and play Maryland here. Short distance away from campus, get a chance to play against one of the best teams in the country. It's one of the reasons we put it on the schedule, is because Maryland can test us in ways that other guys can't. And although we took us a little while to get going, I'm happy with the fight that our kids showed. I thought we made a few improvements today in certain areas of the game. And right now with the inexperience, and we're a little shorthanded without our leading scorer, I feel like it's just an opportunity to play 40 minutes against a great team and try and get better.
And Jen, what was Maryland doing defensively in the first half? You
Yeah.
think that kind of really maybe frustrated you guys a little bit?
Yeah, they just have good size and athleticism,
Yeah.
so for them to be able to switch, at every position and still handle, when our post players get on a guard, they seem to, be able to handle that and help each other well. And we were a little unorganized with our press break, so they were able to get a few steals early. And again, I thought we adjusted well. In the second half, we handled their press a lot better. But yeah, they just come at you and they don't stop. It's just relentless. It's not necessarily that they're trapping all the time, but they're just always there. Yeah. So if you get tired and you get careless with the ball, or if you have the wrong guy catch it, we have a freshman, catching it in the wrong spot. They take advantage of that, and then we just, our turnovers resulted in us not being able to get back in transition defense. So, we've talked a lot about how our offense dictates our ability to get our defense set or get set up in a press, and we just weren't able to do that with how much we turned it over in the first half.
When you game plan for Maryland, is your one play you look at to try to stop and say,
Yeah.
Kyle, you might take away Steph, and they have so many, obviously have so many weapons.
They do, and again, it's a matter of us getting better as a team defensively,
Yeah.
not so much focusing on one matchup.
Yeah.
So with only one day to prepare, because we played Wednesday night and then had to travel home Thursday, we didn't really get a chance to practice. But our focus and shoot around today was, we got to make sure we get out to the shooters, which we didn't do with 22 early in the game. And then we got to make sure we're ready to help off of everybody else. And not because they can't score, but because they're looking to drive. And so, making sure that our rotations were there. Again, it wasn't there all the time, but there was definitely better rotations than I've been seeing in a while. And then trying to make sure that when we switch defensively, we got guys committed to their defensive stance. They're just big and they're athletic. We had a hard time rebounding the ball. We got to do a better job of getting bodies on people and then just being tougher, through contact and making sure we can still go get it. And we won't see anybody with this kind of size in the A10 or even the rest of our non-conference schedule, but that's not really the point. We say that to our kids every year that, we're not preparing for, one team. We're preparing to try and be our best. And so we want to play the best. And we've put together, after today, our strength of schedule will probably be under 20. So we'll have one of the hardest non-conference, schedules in the country. And the best thing about it is that through it all, our kids have stayed together and stayed positive, and we haven't lost them yet. So we just got to find that rhythm, find that trust in each other, let our young guys get a little more experience, and let them play against teams where they can see this is one of the best. So if you want to be able to play at this level, you got to work really, really hard like they do.
They scored you 44-16 in the paint, like you said, with the size and being shorthanded down there. Did you just feel slightly overmatched down low?
Oh, definitely. We were definitely overmatched down low, and we knew we would. But again, it's sometimes a measure of toughness to just find a way. So it's a good opportunity for us to take that film and show our guys when, hey, this is when you were tough and you boxed out, and this is when you weren't. It's an opportunity for our guards to see how much they need to help us sometimes with those loose ball rebounds. But yeah, like Kelly Prangy's a 6'4" kid. She, averages 7 or 8 rebounds a game. So that would have been nice to have her, but we're not, again, we're not preparing necessarily to beat Maryland in December. We want to beat, teams in February, March. So if this opportunity to play against a great team prepares us to be tougher and to box out harder and to find a way to play small when we're shorthanded at the post spot, then it'll be worth coming over here and getting beat like we did. That's how we look at it.